Hello guys, this is our Mordekaiser versus Fiora matchup guide. This is a matchup I see a lot of people struggled with, so I thought a guide would be really helpful for a lot of people. This game is played in Master Elo, so it should work on Fioras in lower ranks as well. It's the standard rune page, but you might be wondering about the secondary runes. I went approach velocity and free boost this game. The reason I did this is because I plan on going Rylai's Scepter first item, which slows enemies and approach velocity gives me extra movement speed towards them. That basically the combination makes you basically unkiteable. And now you wanna go ignite in this matchup. The reason being that it makes you have kill potential on the Fiora, and it's good for reducing the healing Fiora has. However, first you do need to understand how Fiora's passive works. Alright, so the way Fiora's passive works is that there are two groups of vitals. It's up and right, and then it's uh, bottom and left. So now if I were to hit this top side vital, it should either spawn, yeah, it should either spawn left or bottom. So now if I hit this, it should either spawn on top side or right side. And now it spawned on top. So now it should either spawn on bottom side or left side. And now it spawned on bottom side. So that's the and when she hits when she hits her vitals, she gains bonus movement speed. She does true damage and she heals for a lot. So that's basically why Fiora is so strong in 1v1s, and you wanna avoid giving her her vital stacks. Alright, so getting back into the match, I get a bad vital spawn on the bottom. She can easily get it, but I do need to kill the two minions, and she goes for another proc. And now the vital is in a really good position for her, so she needs to go for this one, but I'm trying to kite back so she doesn't get it. And she doesn't. I end up getting a free auto on her, and the new wave is arriving, so she can't really continue the trade. But she does get greedy and goes for another vital. So now with my second wave coming, I can now chase her down through my wave, and I get another auto and a Q, isolated Q, which chunks her out quite a bit. Now the vital is in a really good spot for me, so I'm trying to build up a slow push, and the vital is not in a good spot anymore. I get a Q on her, but I do end up missing my E. The vital is in a bad spot. So now I go out of vision. The vital spawns again when I come into vision again, and it's in a much better spot for me. So yeah, the slow push is building up, so I can crush the third wave or the fourth wave. And I can't really do much here. You can't really engage on a Fiora. She has you have to just fish for your E on these long range E's, because she'll just parry if you use it very close to her. Vital is in a really bad spot. Now I try to go for the cannon, but I don't end up getting it. And she goes for the vital and she gets the vital, but now the vital is in a really good spot for me. So I kite backwards, so she can't really get access to it. And the new wave is coming, so she can't continue the trade anymore. And I ignite her, and now she needs to flash, and I also have my flash up. So she still has her parry up, so I do need to be careful of that. But I flash, auto her, and then she Qs and parries. But I have my E still up, so now I can just E. So yeah, now I'm just pushing the wave. She has teleport, so I have to hurry up. And yeah, now the wave just crashes. So I get back with Bramble, which is huge for me. Now every time she goes for a Q, she'll take damage and receive grievous wounds. You don't really want to go for the Oblivion Orb, because you become a lot more squishy, and the armor is really nice against Fiora as well. And now the vital is in a bad spot, so I go out of vision, and the vital is in a better spot now. And it's worse again. So I go back, and it's better. So the wave is pushing towards me, so I don't really lose much on going out of vision here, because not many of my minions die. So now she goes for a Q on this minion, and I get a free isolated Q off on her. And notice how I always use E when I'm when I'm very far away from her. That makes it really hard for her to hit her parry. and if you get hit by the parry, you're basically dead. So now you can't really use your E when Fiora is close to you. Now the wave is really big, and I can't really freeze her. She has her vital in a good spot, and I know she doesn't have her passive, her parry, because it's on a really long cooldown. So I just use E, and now I can get a really good trade in. I'm a lot stronger than her, and now I'm making sure to not give her her vital, and she does end up walking away here. You're a lot stronger when you have your passive out, and you basically win the trades. So here now I'm thinking about tower diving her. Her passive is not in a great spot for her. She misses her parry, and I get a Q on her. She gets her vital though. She doesn't get up ending the second vital. So yeah, I heal up a bit. I'm trying to pressure her under tower. The passive is a bit better. Her vital is a bit better now, but I miss my EQ combo. Now here she goes for the her vital proc, which would technically be the right place since her wave is coming, but she is so low. She's so low that I can kill her here. So it's not really worth for her. And I get a Q, but she does end up parrying it. So now I know she doesn't have parry, and she doesn't have flash as well. And the Lee just comes and finishes her. Now the Kindred is coming to kill my Lee Sin, so I think it's necessary to ult, but it's really not since he dashes to me and escapes. But I do end up killing the Kindred here. I dodged the turn shot here because my Death Realm ended and the turn shot was in my Death Realm. So that's a neat trick to know when you're tower diving. But I do end up dying anyway. Alright, so now I'm coming back to the lane with Blasting On and Bramble. The wave is pushing towards me. I fish for an Eve, but I don't really get it. It doesn't really matter. I don't know what happened to my Q there. She gets really good trades off, and I miss my Q again. That's really bad. I try to heal up a bit, get the vital proc in a better spot, and I hit my EQ combo. She does have her parry up, so I have to be careful here. But I can't really chase her. Now I'm trying to push out the lane. I do have a gold advantage and experience advantage, so I should be stronger than her when I ult her. Or in general. Yeah, she goes for a bad trade here. She takes a lot of damage from my minions. And here I get a isolated Q on off. Yeah, so now I'm destroying a control ward. But notice how she uses parry to clear the minions here. I don't know why she parries though. I get full HP from fruit. So now she doesn't have her parry. She does have flash though, but I also have flash. So here I fish for an EQ combo, and I get my passive off. Now that's really huge for me. So now I know she doesn't have her parry, so she can't parry my ultimate. She flashes my Q, but she's already dead at this point. Yep, so now I'm just clearing the way. Oh, now I come back with my Rylai's, so that's really good. Now I'll slow her with my passive. I get my passive off. So now I have the movement speed from approach velocity, and she's slowed by 30%, so there's no way she can get away from me here. It doesn't really matter if she hits her passive vital or not. I'm just so much stronger than her. Yeah, that's basically the lane. We end up getting the Herald later on and destroying the turret, and there aren't really any more kills in the laning phase. So yeah, that's basically the Fiora matchup. Hope you guys enjoyed, and good luck on your next Fiora matchup.